Selling naked puts on ES futures can make you rich, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to make at least $1,000 today in your bank account right now selling options on ES futures that are so far out of the money that you'll be so happy to be assigned. But if you not get assigned, $1,000 to your account. Let's get to it. So start with Tasty Trade if you don't have an account, link below. I'm not gambling on futures up or down. That's not what I do. I trade for income. I sell put options far out of the money, collect income today, and if I do get a sign, on a rare chances that I do get a sign, I just do the sell the money covered calls. In the money covered calls, get rid of the stock. Let's get to it. You don't have this feature on Robinhood because Robinhood A don't have futures and B don't have options on future, maybe in the future, but as of now I love Tasty Walk. The buying power is a lot less. Let's get to it. Okay, so in order to start this ES, just so you know, ES is the futures on the S&P 500. You can either do /ES or go to the watch list. Tasty Walk have a lot of stuff going for them. You just click here, futures, on the watch list futures. Go, I'm gonna show you, go to futures, click futures with options, and you will get to this screen. In this screen we got a lot of stuff. We got Ethereum, NQ, gold. I like to sell every Thursday either ES or gold, but I usually look and see what's up just for the market. So you're gonna click on ES. It's gonna pop up right here. This is Bitcoin. Let's click on ES. There we go. And it's gonna show you a couple of numbers. It's gonna show you the IV rank, gonna show you the price today, 5,750. Basically it's like the SPY but times 10. Okay, that's it. But the most important number to me, and I'm gonna show you exactly why, so how you can make $1,000 today, is this one. Change today, 96 bucks. Why is this important? 1.6%. Why is almost $100 change today is so important? 100 pips. I'm gonna go to chart. I'm gonna show you exactly why. Because I sell so far out of the money naked puts on the ES futures, option futures, when this number is over 1 ATR from this number. Okay, let me repeat. This average true range is, in my humble opinion, the most important indicator in the world. And you see here, the price right now 60.5. The $60 is the number that the ES futures move every day on average in the last 14 days. What does it mean? It means that the SPY, if you not familiar with the ES, the SPY, let's say the price right now is like 570, 575, give or take, then it moves $6 up or down on average every day, 6 points to 570, 581, give or take, something like that. The ES is 10 times more, okay, in the price, but you're not getting a sign. I'm gonna show you how you can make $1,000 today. Okay, so the price 60. Why is this important? Because the price that moved today is 94, which is 1.5 the average true range expected move. And on days that this moves over 1 ATR, which is, we got the checkpoint, this is 90, we're selling so far of the money ATR that we'll be happy to get a sign. I'm not gonna get a sign, I'm gonna close it early, I'm gonna collect so much premium until then, but just so you know. We got the 60 right here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take my calculator. I'm gonna put 60 times 5 times 8. Okay, 60.5 is 1 ATR expected move, and I'm gonna multiply this by 8. Why 8? Because if the S&P 500 drops 8 times the average true range in the last 14 days, not one time, not 1.5 times like we have today, not 2, not 3, 8 times, so far out of the money, then I'll be happy to be assigned. But until that happens, every day the option will lose more and more value, and I will collect more and more premium, which I will show you in a second. click on this, and I know the price now is $484. I'm gonna do a couple of things. I don't just want to sell naked puts. I want to sell naked puts, and I'm gonna sell also naked call, and that call I'm gonna cover with Jade Lizard. It's gonna be great. But I know the number now, 484, and I'm gonna do, let's say, 500, for example, to make rough numbers. So I'm gonna go here again to the calculator. We know that the average true range is 60, but now we are selling 500 points out of the money. So we're gonna take 57661. Okay, I'm just rounded up. 5761 minus 500 to make life easier, and I'm gonna focus on the price of 52.50. Okay, that's on the put side, 52.50, and on the other side, let's say this one plus 500, 62.50. So I'm gonna have a range of 52.50 selling naked puts, 8 times ATR, and 62.50 selling naked call, which I'm gonna convert to Jade Lizard, so I will not have any upside risk on the call side, so I can double my income. Let me show you how it works. The next step, you're gonna go to trade. I already done this for you, but I'm just gonna do a little, I'm just gonna show you here how it looks like. I have picked, look at this, I have picked November 29, end of month, 29 days from here, 29 days from here, and I put the following trade. Look at this. The following trade, let me show you. On the put side, we said 52.50. I put the 5,300. Okay, why? Because the open interest is 5,000, so we have a lot more liquidity compared to the other ones, which is 1,800. Still good, but that means, just so you know, that the S&P needs to be at around 530 or 535 or 525, give or take 5 points up or down, the difference between the SPY and the ES. Okay, but around 530 the S&P, yeah, I'll be happy to own 100 shares. Not 100 shares, because this is futures. That's completely different calculation. But I will most likely will close the trade early. I'm gonna show you how to make $1,000 right now. So I'm gonna put this one for sale. I'm gonna sell the 5,300. You see here, November 29, 5,300 put. I'm gonna sell this one, and then on the other side, check this out. I'm gonna sell on the other side 6,200, which means for you, the people that know the S&P 500, that's 620 points or 625, 5 points up or down, give or take. We are now at like 575. The all-time high is 590. There's election. There's 30 days from now. But if it does go to 6,200, if you see this green line, infinity, you see this infinite green line, that means that it doesn't matter what happened, I am capped and I don't have any losses on the upside. This is a pure Jade Lizard. On a pure Jade Lizard, you sell the naked put far out of the money, and you sell a call spread basically also outside of the money on the call side. So our goal is for the option to trade between those lines, between 5,300 and 6,200 right here. And if you can see the expected move, look how far it is. The expected move, you need to see like a brown line. There we go. Expected move is 6,000, 6,010 in the next 30 days, all the way. Look at this. The S&P or the futures needs to trade on average expected move between 6,000. Look how far I scroll. This is crazy. To 5,500, which is 550 basically, and we are selling even more. We got one standard deviation here at 540, and we go even lower to 530. And if it happens, yeah, okay, but I'm not going there. And look at the trade. We do just one contract, and look at all those details. Max profit today, $1,300 into your bank account today. POP, 93% chance probability of profit. There's a 93% chance that this option will expire worthless, and this is yours. I'm not aiming for 100%. I'm not aiming to stay on this trade forever. Look at this crazy number. Theta decay 72.96. Let's call it 73 bucks. Every day, this option will lose 73 bucks. 1,300. Tomorrow, 73 below until it goes to zero. Every day, this option will lose. If everything else is equal, you make 73 bucks every day, every day, every day, every day for the next 30 days. Tasty Trade says to close they talk about closing each trade at like 50% of the profit to release the buying power and move on to the next trade. I aim for 80%, but this is wild. Every day, 70 bucks. 10 days from now, that's $700. If all else is equals, 10 days from now, that's like 700 bucks. Close the trade, move on, do this again on another 1+ ATR days. The buying power to make this trade work is $7,933. Let's call it $8,000. And your return on risk is 1,300 divided by 8,000, 7,933. You are making times 100, 16% on your risk. 16% in 29 days. If you divide this number by 29, whoops, let's do this again, 16.3 divided by 29, you're making 0.56% a day, more than 0.5% a day on this trade. Why? Which is insane, by the way, which is insane. Why? Because the theta is insane, and because on super volatile days, the implied volatility go crazy, people buying puts, and the option premium skyrocket, and those are the days to sell options for income. 73 bucks a day. If you hold this for a week, 7 times 5 business days, that's like $400 bucks. Close the trade, move on, and do this next time. And just the goal is to stay in the game and to stay in the trade as least time as possible. If you want to collect $100 a day, close this in 2 days or something. Today is Thursday, close it by Monday or something like that, or tomorrow. It's up to you, but at the end of the day, worst case scenario, I'm never holding this until expiration. But if tomorrow this price drops like 7-8% and we are right here, yeah, you will lose money. That's a problem. Now you might see this one, max loss 263,000. I'm gonna show you here. Quick analysis might be super scary. Let's go over this and I'm gonna talk about it. Max profit today in your bank account, not your bank account, in your brokerage account, your money to use, buying power, withdraw, do whatever that you want. This is yours. It's yours to keep, 1,300. You do need buying power held until you close the position. There's no free lunch. You do need the $8,000 tied up, and until you close the trade, that money is tied up for better or worse. If the price of the the S&P 500 future, is higher than 5,227.40, your max possible profit is 1,300. So if you do the S&P 500, it's about 527, plus minus $5. Okay, so around 530, 525 is your break even. Max loss, if it goes below that and the S&P 500 goes to zero, and you didn't close the trade, we have bigger problems. Yeah, that's the risk. That's the risk. But for this risk, you make $1,300 today. Theta decay is insane. That's why I like to sell options on futures, because selling options on stocks, you will get the theta decay of $10 a day, $5 a day, $7 a day per contract, give or take, depends on the price of the stock, on the expiry. But on futures, when you sell options on futures, it's like skyrocket. It's like 5-10 times more. $73 this option, this contract, what we just built, is basically losing every day. And that 1,300, 3-4 days from now, it's worth 1,000. Close the trade, collect $300, enjoy your weekend. It's up to you. The goal is to stay in the game. The goal is to make a quick trade, close it in a few days. It's up to you. I'm never waiting for the next 30 days for the last day. But if this stabilize, this doesn't do anything, then this option will decay a lot faster. That's the goal. And if the price shoots for like 7,000 or something post-election, your trade is capped. There's no loss to the upside. Why is this, if you wonder? Because the difference between 6,200 and 6,025 is basically 25 pips, and your credit is 26 pips. Okay, divide by half, but that's your credit. What does it mean? That no matter what happens, if the S&P goes above, the ES goes above this number, you're not losing, but you're not making 1,300. You will probably make, I don't know, 12 bucks, 12 bucks 50, something like that, or 150, 26.50 minus the spread, about 150 bucks. We're not going for the 150 bucks. We are going for this $70 a day theta decay. Hold this for a week, hold this for a couple of days, up to you. But this is why I love selling options on futures. Subscribe, let's grow this channel. See you next.